Hello everyone, welcome back to another Sudoku. Today we're going to be looking at the second Irregular Miracle by TSC. I went over the rules last time, but anti-king means that, well, this is just normal Sudoku, but anti-king means that these spaces can't be 1 and these spaces can't be 1 because of the knight's rule. There also can't be a 1 next to a 2. So you can already see how extreme of a restriction that is. Additionally, this can't be a 1 because it would hit both of those. So the 1 in there is also restricted. There can't be a 1 in any of these spots because they would hit that with anti-knight and anti-king. Also these spots. This one is possible, I think. It would restrict all this. Nope, this one isn't possible. And the reason is because there's nowhere to put a 1 in this box, I think. Oh wait, am I wrong? 1 here forces 1 there, and a 1 there, and a 1 there. This could be a 1. This would be a 1, and that would be a 1. And now where would the 1 go in the bottom column? I don't see any spot. Let me just make sure that's true one more time. 1 here forces 1 there, and there, and there. Now this has to be a 1, and this has to be a 1, and that has to be a 1. And now that square is getting hit by normal, that square is getting hit by normal, anti-knight, normal, normal, anti-king, normal, anti-king, anti-knight. This one is impossible. Now this one is impossible because it would hit both of those. Which is insanely useful if you look at the interplay with this box, because I can't have a 1 in any of these spots because it hits all that. Alright, now I can't have a 1 in either of these spots because of anti-knight, and either of those spots because of Sudoku rules. This can't be a 1 because it would hit both of those. And now these ones line up, which I think forces a 1 here. Is that right? Yep, that looks right. Let me check that my recording is on. Okay, good. This is another interesting start. This one hits that, so the 1 in here must be there. This one hits that, so that's a 1 and that's a 1. I believe we're down to that. This 2 is pretty helpful here as well. I'm gonna go with 2s here, I think. Yeah, this one's really useful in terms of 2 stuff. That can't be a 2, and that can't be a 2. So the 2 in this row is pretty darn restricted. Now let's test this one. Oh, that doesn't actually reach. Alright, we'll do that later then. Oh, this is nice. I can't have a 2 anywhere in here because of the pencil marks. So 2 in here is super limited. No, that can't be a 2. does make these twos align, which forces a 2 there. Okay, let's go over that logic. 2 in here is restricted to these spots. Oh wait, no, 2 can be there, right? It's hard to scan irregular sometimes. Now I think it's time we test some of these. Wait a second, I can't have a 2 there because it would push a 1 over. Can't have a 2 here because of anti-knight. Can't have a 2 there because of anti-knight. So 2 here is super restricted. Which has to do something for me, right? Alright, let's test this one. Yep, there's nowhere to put a 2 up there. So this is not a 2. Because it forces that there, which forces the 2 in here down there. Forces that to be a 2, that to be a 2, that to be a 2. This is not a 2, this is. Okay. Making good progress here. And now the 1s are solvable because of this 2 up here. Now we got 3s to mess around with. Huh, that one figured out our second 3 pretty easy there. Be a 3 because of the pencil marks. Neither of those can be a 3, so one of these is a 3. Which means that this can't be a 3. That's a 3. That's a 3. Look at all that getting sorted. I'm liking how fast this is going. So neither of those can be a 3. So for this row, that must be the 3. Now, where does the 3 go down here? It's gotta be right there. Look at this, 1, 2, 3, so evenly spaced. That 3 rolls out all those spots. Still kind of tricky. 4 in this row is either there or there. Right, that 3 is real helpful. That forces a 4 there, and a 4 can't be here. Which means this must be a 4. Normally I wouldn't denote this, but that means that this can no longer be a 4. Because it would destroy all of those. Destroys may be a strong word, but it's factual. 4 hits that. I missed. You wouldn't think you could miss in Sudoku. Now where does 4 go? It's gotta be there. That's gotta be the 4 for that row. Any way to finish this one off? Yes. Now that can't be a 4, because that would hit all 3 of those. Which... Alright, so we started off with these 4s. Which meant that there couldn't be a 4 here. Which drew 4s over here. And over there. Now the 4 in here is limited. Additionally, the 4 down here is limited. Which hits this and makes this 4 limited. Now 4 here doesn't work because it would hit both of those. Which makes this a 4 and that a 4. Ah, here's where I made a mistake. I didn't take into account the top row. For some reason. Whatever the case, 4 over here limits these 4s. That 4 is limited by Sudoku, that by non-consecutive. This is the proper 4. No. What? Did I make a mistake with 3s? Okay, this 3 logic is sound. It rules out all those squares. That can't be a 3, so 3 here is limited. Now those 3s are limited. This is 100% true, as is this. So that logic at least is good. 3s can't be in either of those spots. Either of those spots or there, so 3 is either there or there. Which makes this not a 3. logic is also sound. Now I think we end up with the X-wing here. Seeing as how this 3 and this 3 mean that the 3's in these rows can't be in this space, any of those spaces or any of those spaces. This 3 would hit both of them, so it's not possible. Which puts those 3's in those spots. This can't be a 3 from non-consecutive, so that's a 3 and that's a 3. Now all the 3's are done again. So now this can't be a 4, this can't be a 4, that can't be a 4, and that can't be a 4. So the thing I know for certain is that the 4 here must go in one of these spots. Which means there can't be a 4 here, here, or here. Which makes this a 4. Alright, I'm restarting the puzzle. Alright, I started with 2's. Did I start with 2's? No, I started with 1's. Oh, my initial logic was wrong. Okay. That makes a lot more sense. I didn't mark this as a 1 possibility, which was pretty bad of me. There's no way it was 3, right? Yeah, I have no idea how 3 start would work. So how do I start this? One of these is a 3. It's not super helpful. 3's are restricted by 2's. Maybe if I just continue with 1 logic. Actually, yeah, I should start with this. One's being choked in there is true, which rules one's out of these spots. As well as these spots. Though this one forces this into being a 1. And now 1 here isn't possible, I don't think. Because where do I put a 1 in this box? Has to be there, and now where do I put a 1 in this box? So that's not a 1 guaranteed. Let's try out the similar spot over here. Actually, wait, this can't be a 1. Because it hits both of those. Now, if this were a 2, it would hit all the 1s in this box, so it's not a 2. Same for this, which means this 2 is limited, which limits the 1. That's 4. Now that 1 is in a line, which makes... No, that's not true, because there can be a 1 there. Is there anything harder than remembering what's true? Let's see, this one feels interesting. Because it forces a 1 here. And here. And here, here, here.
What the fuck is wrong with you? Why are you mad?
I think my roommate's on the phone or something. I'm pretty sure this doesn't finish. Yeah, where do I put this 1? I have no idea. So I start with this, I get that from the middle row, which gives me that. This 1 forces a 1 here. 1 has to go here, here, and here. And there's no possible place for a 1. Kind of interesting, but not super interesting that 2 here is limited to those spots. I'm not going to denote that yet, though. If you look at the 1s, they restrict all this space. Which staircases up like this. That 1 hits back, which is my favorite thing about this, miracle type Sudoku. This 1 is the only 1 unclaimed. Yeah. Now 2 in this box. Has very little area to move. Which does restrict this from being a 2. Now 2 can't go anywhere in this area. Oh yeah, can't be anywhere here, so that's a 2. That is not a 2. This 1 rules out all those spaces, this 2 rules out all those. That 2 has to be in this line. This 2 is pretty strong. Not really seeing a problem here. Let's try out this way and see how it works. Oh, it's this top area I haven't looked at yet. It's an X-wing here, which is strange to notate. But nonetheless, there's got to be one possibility for this. See no problem with that. I also see no problem with that. Still not really seeing any place 3s are limited. Actually, this box is kind of nice. Yeah, this can't be a 3. So 3 here means 3 can't be in either of those. Or any of those, actually. So 3 there can't be there or there. Interestingly, this cannot be a 3. Because that forces that into being a 3 and there can't be a 3 here. So this isn't really restricted, but it kind of feels like it. Hmm. 3 in this row is in one of those spots. So yeah, that 3's not possible for a different reason. Darn. In this box, pretty restricted by the possible 2s. It's probably pointless, but what does the 3 here do for me? There's no 3 in here anymore. That is not a 3. If this is a 3, that forces that into being a 3. As well as that and that. This 3 forces 3 into this domino, which makes that a 3. Now this becomes a 3. A little bit of X-wing, that seems legitimate. That's a 3, it forces a 3 there. Three is now restricted to these spots, which means those 3s aren't true, so these are, which makes that true. And this true. Now this 3 is stuck in one of those 2 spots, as is that, which makes that true. That true, and that true. Now this 3 hits this 2, which makes this 2 true. This 2 true. And this 2 true. Which doesn't work, because the 2 is touching a 3. So that is not a 3. No, that's not a 3. This can no longer be a 3 now, because it hits both of those. One of those is a 3, one of these is a 3, and there has to be a 3 somewhere in this box. Which means those 3s are no longer possible. Which means neither of these squares are possible. Makes that not a possible ability. Now a 3 here breaks the puzzle, because there's nowhere to put a 3 in this entire spot. So we got our hard-earned 3 right there. Very hard-earned. This 3 dominoes inside of a 2. That 2 domino is inside a 3 domino. is the way a human would say that sentence. Now, if this were a 2, I think it would break the X-Wing. Because it would force 2s there and there, so that can't be a 2. Good thing I remembered that X-Wing was a thing. And now, wherever this 2 goes, the X-Wing, that's not a 2. So that's 2, and that's 2. Surprisingly, that didn't sort out the 1s. Time to look at 4s. Can't be a 4 there, there. There can't be a 4 here, here, and here. This 4 forces a 4 there. A 4 there as well. Now there's nowhere to put a 4 here. Pardon my hiccups. In any case, that makes this a 4. That a 4. Metaphor. Well, both 4s have some interesting logic behind them. Let's look at this one first. This can't be a 4, none of those. So that must be the 4. Next one is here. It's open on spot here and here. Because the open spots are in these 2 spots, this and this can't be 4. That and that can't be 4, so this is a 4. X-Wing ending. Yep, and it looks like this because it can't be in the 3 domino. At this point, I don't remember the starting location. think it was this square. What about this square? Forces a 4 into one of these spots, which means that can't be a 4. 4 is in one of these spots. So now the 4 in this row must be up here. Four in this bottom row must be in one of these spots, which goes out all 4 of these squares. Can't be there or there. So they destroy all possibilities in here. So this is a 4. This is a 4. So I think in both possibilities, this square is a 4. Okay, so the first possibility starts with these. No, it shifts a tile. That's annoying. This not being a 4 is true. That can't be a 4 now. This actually could be significant. What happens if that's a 4? The questions no one else has dared to ask. Forces a 4 into one of these spots. None of those could be a 4 now. This 4 hits all of these spots. So this is a 4. 4 is either there or there. And the 4 right there is there. So that becomes a 4 and that's a 4. 4 if there goes there, that seems fine. This 4 forces a 4 here. And here. And here. Now there's nowhere to put a 4. That row. So that 4 is not possible. A 4 here also seems significant because it forces a 4 there. Wait, am I misreading this? Nope, yeah, it doesn't work even if I solve it a different way, because that can't be a 4. Alright, good. This 4 seems interesting. This can't be a 4, so that's a 4 up there. It can't be a 4, so this 4 is either there or there. This 4 sees all these cells. That's 4 and that's a 4. That's 4 and that's 4. And now I can't have a 3 here. Okay, let's do that one more time, just to be sure. So we start off with that. Now the 4 down here is in one of these spots. No, that's not the next step. Where should I go from here? Well, this 4 is in one of those 3 spots. So that can't be a 4. So this is a 4. This is a 4. Now the 3s are disgustingly broken. That's a 4. That sorts out the 3s. The 3s, of course, sort out the 2s. And they sort out the 1s. Perfect. Now that's a 4 and that's a 4. This 4 wipes out all those. That 4 wipes out both of those. That's a 4. That 4 wipes out all these. And that's the last one. Now we got 5s. That can't be a 5. Oh, right. That's easy enough. And those can be a 5, and this can't be a 5, so that's a 5. That, and those, and that. Make that a 5. Now those can be a 5, so that's a 5. That's a 5. That's a 5. I always feel like the ending where you finally get the base ones that you needed is so satisfying. Just the finishing touches. Now that's a 6. Which means one of those is a 6. The 5 tells a switch. One of these is a 6. The 5 tells a switch. Now that's a 6. 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 Now I get to finish it off. Where's the money? There it is. That's a 7. That's a 7. That's a 7. Either of those can be a 7, so that's a 7. That 7 reaches that 7 reaches that, so that's a 7. Now that's a 7. That's a 7. Now that's a 7. And the final 7 is up there. Now that's not an 8, so that's a 9. That's 8. That's a 9. That's 8. That's a 9. That's 8. That's 8. That's a 9. That's a 9. That's a 8. That's a 8. That's a 9. That's a 9. That's a 8. That's a 8. That's a 9. What? Did I just not put a 6 in there? Man, I'm way too tired. That's a 9. That's an 8. I'm so tired, I just forgot about a 6, I guess. Alright. Anyways, if you watched this and you dealt with how tired I was, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next Sudoku. Man, this was a mess. But once I got past the opening, it wasn't too bad. Miracle Sudoku, always nice. I'll give it a screw it, 10 out of 10. I'll be nice. I like these crazy puzzles, these miracles and stuff. I hope people just keep making puzzles forever. And I have a feeling that's gonna happen. Anyways, like the video, and I'll see you on the next one.